Hello and welcome to Module 4, key number 4, which is being teachable and humble or having humility. I'm Dr. Peter Rios and welcome back. I once heard it said, just be silent, just be humble and teachable. If you ever think you know it all, that is the beginning of your troubles. In this module, we want to hone in on what does it mean to be teachable and humble. The greatest leaders that we know. Think about some of them. I think of in the U.S., maybe Martin Luther King Jr. As a religious figure and leader. I think of Jesus. Jesus said himself, he did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for others. I think of people like Mother Teresa. Think of I think of my grandmother who just always was there for the community. You probably know people, maybe you are already like this, and so you're a superhero in this module, right? But maybe you've had somebody in your family who loves to serve people, who is teachable, right? To be humble, we need to be teachable. And so I want to leave you with 5 things that I believe is going to help you and help me and help us to remain teachable and develop continuously humility. Humility, we have to work at that. Let's be honest. It doesn't come easy because pride and arrogance are very easy habits or skills or whatever it is to be, right? When we are born as little kids, we are like crying, we want milk, everything on my time, on my schedule. But as you get older, you need to develop those disciplines. So number 1, recognize the value of learning. If you don't like to learn, then chances are you're probably not humble. And so as we value learning, we understand that learning is a lifelong journey. And there is always more to discover and to embrace the idea that everyone you meet can teach you something, even a little child, right? We can learn something from someone, from anyone. And so every day of our maximizing life, we need to be ready to learn from others. Number 2, we need to practice active listening. Sometimes, let me ask you a question. Have you ever talked to someone and you could tell they're not listening to you? They're probably not. Or if they are hearing you, they can't wait to give you a reply or to say something. So we need to practice active listening. That means you're putting the other person before yourself. When engaging in conversations, focus on truly listening to what others have to say. Show genuine interest in their perspectives and experiences. That way you show them that you're actually engaged and you are interested in what they have to share. If you don't understand something, politely ask them to explain it again. Now I know this is going to be the main thing for some of you in this module. And it's okay. It's okay because we're all about maximizing, right? If you don't understand something, it's okay you don't understand it. If you don't get it, I told you already, I used to stink in science and math. I was horrible in school. I have 2 doctoral degrees now. You know why? Mostly because I've learned to be a better listener and to ask a lot of questions. Yeah, I'm raising my hand. I don't understand that. Or can you repeat that? Or what do you mean by, or when you say this, or hey, I hear you saying this. Is this what you mean? Man, that is going to help you and it's going to help the world because you will continue to develop your humility and you will continuously be teachable. Number 3, ask questions. I already said that, but I'm going to repeat it. We have to ask questions. We have to be curious and ask questions to gain a deeper understanding of a topic or someone else's viewpoint. Remember, not all of our viewpoints are correct or accurate or the best ones. Sometimes, I know this is a novice idea, sometimes someone else has a better idea than you and me. And we have to be able to admit it, right? So asking questions demonstrates your willingness to learn. You demonstrate your humility. You demonstrate that you're teachable when you ask questions. So I want you to think in this module, what's one question you have for your partner, for your colleague, for whoever you interact with daily? Maybe you're the one who's always telling. Maybe you need to listen and ask questions. Number 4, this is getting really good. Number 4, we need to seek feedback. How would we ever grow or get better if we never seek feedback, if we never assess ourselves? Remember, we're trying to be curious and to explore and to discover, but the best one was which one? Come on, the previous module, self-discovery. So seek feedback, encourage feedback from others. Don't be afraid. Do not be scared. Whether it is your personal or professional life, seek feedback and accept constructive criticism with an open heart and use it as an opportunity for self-improvement. Oh, that is if you don't get anything else in this module, Module 4, you need to get this one, seeking feedback. If you're married, if you're in a long-term relationship, if you're in a partnership, chances are your partner has probably tried to give you some feedback and you don't want to accept it. I've been there and I still struggle at times, but you know what? Every time we go back to it, every time we apologize, every time we ask for more feedback, we're breaking down that arrogance, breaking down that false humility, whatever negative we have, and we're converting it into the positive, becoming more humble, continuously developing ourselves to be teachable. Listen, you're going to grow and you're going to maximize your life. Number 5, as I finish, number 5 is we need to admit our mistakes. When you make a mistake, own up to it and take responsibility. Humility is demonstrated when you acknowledge your imperfections and learn from them. I know this is so hard, but I'm telling you, this key is going to unlock so many doors for you. People are attracted to humility. People are attracted to someone who they know is teachable and coachable. Opportunities will come breaking down your door. They will come, I'm telling you, because they want you, a humble and teachable person, to work on the project. So make sure you admit when you don't know something, when you're wrong. Once in a while, we're going to be wrong. It's okay. That's part of being human. All right. So let's work on that. So some people they have issues with humility because they don't really know what it means. Have you ever heard this saying? Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. That's the key. Thinking of ourselves less and thinking of others. That is the key in this module. So finally, maximizing your life means you are always learning, growing, and serving. I'm reminded of another religious leader who I admire a lot, Paul, in the Christian scriptures. It talks about the Apostle Paul. And Paul at one point said this. He said, "My dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus this one thing, or on this one thing I'm focused on, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead." First of all, if you don't know who Paul was, this was a leader in the primitive church in the first century who started many congregations, who had multiple businesses. He knew like 5 languages. He traveled the whole Mediterranean world. I mean, he empowered people and leaders. He was developing people. He was always on the go, busy. And then he says, this one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to forget all those things that are behind me, and I'm looking towards my goal. Oh, man. So we have to remember that to achieve more, to achieve new, to get better, to develop, we got to forget those things of the past. Now, I'm not saying forget everything. What I'm saying is don't be stuck on previous achievements. There's more for you, but you're only going to be able to achieve it if you remain humble and teachable. Last thing, embrace vulnerability. If we're going to be teachable and humble, we're going to have to be vulnerable. And it's frightening, right? It can be scary. But don't be afraid to show your vulnerability. Admitting that you don't have all the answers or that you need help can be a sign of humility. Well, class, we're at the end of this video, but I want to remind you once again, as I have in every module, pull out the map, download that PDF, your master action plan. What is 1 or 2 action steps that you're going to take in this module this week, or however long you're taking to do modules, to work on your humility and to developing becoming more and more teachable. It's going to be a blessing for you. Until the next module, peace.